Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, you see a 4x4 puzzle on the screen before you. Maybe it will solve quickly because there is only 16 digits to write in, but maybe it won't. And they're not necessarily from the digits 1 to 4, so there is something going for it in terms of potential difficulty. It's from Walking Writer, who we welcome back. Hasn't featured on the channel for quite a while, but has supplied us with many puzzles in the past. I would say getting on for 20 would be my guess, without looking it up or anything. Anyway, I'm looking forward to giving this a go because Walking Writer is always entertaining. But Walking Writer slams me with this title. NGN apparently stands for No Goodliffing Needed, or No Goodliffing Necessary. And this reminds me that, bizarrely, the word Goodliff, my surname, appears in the Urban Dictionary now, meaning to fill in all the candidates in a Sudoku cell, or something like that. And Simon uses it as a diss and calls me pencil mark for all my pencil marks. And I just take it on the chin because I'm solving as efficiently as I can, and I'm not too worried what it looks like. So I might not even obey this title, Walking Writer. We shall see. We shall see what we need to do to solve the puzzle. I have no idea. But we'll approach that in a minute. Don't forget that on the links under the video, after this puzzle, you can find links to Patreon, where June's monthly reward is the wonderful Lord of the Rings by Blobs. Absolutely fantastic pack. We are so pleased to have brought that to you. There's all sorts of other content on Patreon, solves by me and Simon, and all sorts going on. We are very proud of the content we bring you there. And excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that call. Right, now, where were we? We were talking about the links under the video, Patreon. There's all our apps. Even in the genuinely approachable Sudoku, we don't feature 4x4s, so you won't find puzzles exactly like this, but we do have Thermo Sudoku and Domino Sudoku, and they are relevant. But try all the apps anyway. There's also, of course, Sven's SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise. But the first link is to this puzzle, which is called NGN. I'm not going to go through that title again, Walking Writer, who sent this in. Right, so the rules are these. Place the same 4-digit subset from the digits 1 to 9 in each row, column, and 2x2 box. So we don't know what the 4 digits are from 1 to 9, but they each appear 4 times in the puzzle, and there's no repeats in any row, column, or box, of course. Digits along a thermometer must increase from the bulb end. Digits separated by the black dot have a 2-to-1 ratio. Digits separated by the white dot are consecutive, and the blue square contains an even number. So it's blue because otherwise it would be grey and would interfere with the thermos, in the sense that it would look like it was part of one. Anyway, those are the rules, and very interesting they are too. Nothing unexpected, I think, in them, apart from the blueness of the square, perhaps. I don't know what to expect in this puzzle. I have no idea how long it's going to take. I'm hoping, since there are only 4x4 cells, this will be a slightly quicker video than the normal, but who knows? Give it a try anyway. Well, you know, because you can look at the video length. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Okay, so with all those numbers from 1 to 9 up for grabs, it's not immediately obvious to me what we can do to get started. We've got a consecutive pair of digits in the puzzle, and that one is even. So at least the consecutive pair must include an even and an odd. So at least 2 of the digits in the puzzle are even. There's either 2 odd and 2 even, or 1 odd and 3 even. At least 1 even is on the black dot. That's not very interesting. I suppose just by the geometry of these grids, there's an effective black dot between those 2 cells, because these 2 cells have to appear there and there. Okay, let's put the pen tool on and put a little black X there, like a black dot. In a fairly sort of similar fashion, I don't know that I can do this. There's a sort of white dot here. Let's do that with a grey X. Those two are consecutive to each other because those two cells appear there and there. One of these is even in the same sort of principle. These two cells are both higher than that one. These two cells are both higher than that one, and that's on this white dot. Ah, okay. Right, I'm going to colour this cell yellow. That appears in one of these two cells. And let us say that the other cell that it appears with here, that it's one away from, is purple. So this is yellow and purple. That one's now also purple. Now, these two digits are higher than both yellow and purple. And I know that because they're both higher than yellow, and purple is within one of yellow, and these can't be purple. So let's call them red and green. Red and green are both higher than yellow and purple. Meanwhile, this cell is higher than purple, but they both appear on a black dot. Now we know which way round these two go because red and green are always higher than yellow and purple. We've discovered that. So this is yellow or purple, and this is red or green. And this is higher than red or green, so this must also be red or green. In fact, it must be specifically this digit here. So let's call them red, and these other two are green. And that one is now red, and this one is now green. And we can put in the fourth red and the fourth green in the puzzle by geometry. Red there and green there. This one is purple or yellow. These two are purple and yellow. Now, I'm going to mix up yellow and purple again here and start maybe disambiguating them here and here instead. This one is higher than that, so let's call it purple is higher than yellow. So down here we know which way round they go because purple is higher than yellow. Now we can fill in all the colours in the grid, and we have all of the positions for the 4 different digits. We don't know anything about what they are apart from that. Yellow and purple are linked by a white dot. Red is higher than yellow and is linked by a black dot. But red is also higher than green. So the order of these digits is yellow, purple, green, red. You can see that from that thermo followed by this thermo. So that's the order they go in. Yellow, purple, green, red. In terms of ascending. And that's quite interesting because yellow and red have got a black dot between them, but they've got 2 cells between them at least. Now that means that they're either 3 and 6 and these other 2 are 4 and 5, or they're 4 and 8 and these other 2 are from 5, 6 and 7. So yellow is now 3 or 4. Black is now, black, on the black dot, red is now 6 or 8. And purple is either 4, 5 or 6. And green is 5, 6 or 7. So Goodliffing has occurred. I couldn't help it. I just can't help it. Sorry, Walking Writer. There we are. I didn't even know I was doing it and it's happened. But I did the colouring first. Is that better? Now, how do we disambiguate these? If it's 3, 4, 5, 6, there's only one option. Now there must be, this relationship means that purple is not a 6. Because it couldn't be touching a 5 on yellow. Now, if purple is not a 6, I don't know. One of those two is a 4. If purple was a 4, green would have to be a 5. Oh yes, it's here, isn't it? This, if I hadn't greened that completely, we would see there was a blue cell under there, a blue square. That has to be even. That's a 6. So now all the greens are 6. I think we're done. All the reds are therefore 8. On the dot, all the yellows are therefore 4. And by thermo and by white dot rules, all the purples are 5. And that is the solution. Now, that is not too hard. And this recording is barely 10 minutes, but that's enough for us. I don't want to make every puzzle really hard. That's quite interesting. And there's an intricate bit of logic going on there. So it is very worthy of its place on the channel. And that's the most important point. Oh, I could get rid of the nonsense, couldn't I? And maybe I should get rid of the green colouring because it was obscuring the blue square, which actually mattered in the puzzle. There we go. What a lovely idea. What a very simple idea, but beautifully executed as always by Walking Writer. Just what I was expecting, in fact. Great fun and not too difficult. So thank you very much for joining us for one of the easier puzzles on the channel. I hope you had a go at it, if you don't normally especially. Let us know how you got on. But we will be back with more Sudoku tomorrow, probably 9 by 9. Thank you for watching and bye for now.